Tom here, Flip Anything USA. So I thought, just since I'm in the middle of doing something, I already did most of the work, but I was thinking about how important it is to be handy. If you can be handy, some people have skills, some people don't, and I'm talking about being able to read a tape measure, you know, grab a drill a hole, hang a picture, things like that, because some people just aren't. And if you don't have those skills, I get it, but you probably should work on getting some of those skills, especially if you're going to own real estate. Now, I'm a pretty skilled guy. I'm a carpenter. I own a machine shop. I'm not a machinist, but I've got a lot of mechanical skill. I mean, I've got a good mechanical mind in general, but a lot of it's because I've just been exposed to that sort of thing, and I've taken things apart as a kid and all that sort of stuff. But, so I'm in, you know, like, you know, I got my little sports car. This is my little Cayenne, and I love this thing. Probably the best car I've ever bought. Fastest, certainly. But, so in the back of my car, I want you to see what I got here. So I've got two boxes here, right? I've got, this is a ratchet set. I got a metric and I don't use them often. And I've fixed my tires in here. I've got a plug kit. I've showed you how to fix your own tire before. But what I wanted to show you is I've got a guy that's not so handy over at my food trailer park. And so I realized, you know what, I can fix this guy up pretty quickly. So he had a counter, he had a counter, like a cutting board, and they came in too big. I said, look, I'll cut it down, make it fit. So I took it, I cut it down, made it fit. And then he's got a hatch, kind of like I have here, over his to-go serve window. And it's terrible looking, it's hanging, it's not doing what it should do. So I came over to my shop, and I broke out the welder, and all I did was I heated up a piece of all thread. That's what you call all thread. It's like a rod that's all one, just threaded forever. You can make any length bolt you want, basically. And you know, I heated up the corners, and I put two opposing right angles, and I made this little piece 16 inches long. And now I'm going to go over there and I'm going to install this for him. So it creates goodwill with my tenants that I can help them out. If I couldn't help them out, that'd be terrible, right? But this is one of the things you can do, and as you grow, I mean, I have crews that work for me full time, and so it's really easy for me to call a couple of guys over. You know, they got every tool you can think of, but I keep a fair amount on me. So, like, look here, I've got a little DeWalt screw gun here, great little tool, it has a lot of torque. And I've got other ones in here too. I don't normally keep these around, but I'm phasing these out. I like this a lot better. And but in here, you know, I've got this tool bag you can see here, and I've got a pipe wrench in here. I've got a pair of gloves. I've got screws. I've got some small hand tools, right? And then in here, this is another great little tool right here. This is I think this is my saw. This is like, I don't know exactly what they call it, but it's a vibratory saw. And everything's so cool because everything's cordless now. You know, everything's got batteries. That little battery powers this thing. And basically, this has got a little saw blade on it that just waddles back and forth at a high speed. And you can just cut straight through anything. You can slot a hole, cut a hole in wood, drywall, whatever you want. You can cut a hole. But you can see I'm driving basically, you know, this is a tiny SUV. It's more of a sports car than it is an SUV. And but you can see I've got something. Oh, actually, that's my gun gear for shooting guns. Looks like a tool bag, but all that has is ear protection, eye protection for shooting firearms. But so anyhow, we'll run over there to the food park, and I'll put this thing in, and hopefully it'll work as a pope. And I got some drill bits with me that we're going to need, and we'll drill a couple holes and we'll mount this thing for him. But you can see it doesn't take much space. And like I said, I don't want to drive a service truck, but and I rarely break out these tools. But you know, here I got it in my nice little car here, and it could be the trunk of any car, right? Trunks are bigger than this thing, and you can always be prepared to help out a tenant or fix your own stuff. And like I said, if you don't have some skills, get a tape measure. You need to know numbers, anyways. I mean, you want to know, you know, you can add and subtract the profits you make, right? So, you know, apply it to a tape measure, and you know, just get familiar with it if you're not already. A lot of people are plenty handy. Like I said, I'm a carpenter by trade, finished carpenter, cabinet maker, and that's where I started. So numbers are nothing new to me, but that's all. And so we'll head to the park and we'll see if I can get this thing installed. Thanks. Okay, so I just got here to the food park. And you can see this what we're looking at here. You can see this kind of a sad looking little thing hanging down. So what I did is I made a little brace. It's going to go from here to here, except it's going to elevate that so it stays up. Hey, can I look at your little board for a minute?
What's that?
Can I look at your little cutting board, Emmy? Yeah, so here's a little board we just made right here. Little countertop. That's all I needed. Just simple. As easy as cutting it. You know, I cut it with a bandsaw, but could have just as easily cut it with a skill saw. If I had a skill saw, I would have cut it. I actually took it to my shop and I had one of my foremen cut it up. So this is the thing we're going to fix right here. And Emmy, maybe I get you a hold of this camera phone?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Here, I'll get Emmy here to hang onto this. And all right, so this is what we're doing. Emmy's got this problem on his trailer. And so the reason, go ahead and bring on in. What I did is I made these two opposing right angles on the all thread. Because I already got a spot here for this. So that's going to go there, and we're going to put this right here. The only thing we're lacking right now is putting in a hole. And this is the kit that I keep in my car for just such things. I'm missing one of my drill bits. I was going to actually start with two smaller holes before which we call a pilot hole. Makes these holes for the bigger ones easier to drill. So go ahead and bring that in, Emmy. You can see here, we're going to put a hole right here. Would have been easier if I start with a smaller bit. You can feel that starting to catch. When you start to go through, it'll grab the blade. So you got to just back off, keep the speed up high, and hold back. You will see. Now, our next larger size. Still recording?
Yes.
Okay. So this one's a hair oversized of what we need. See what we got here.
Beautiful.
You like it?
Oh my God.
See? Happy tenant, right?
Oh my God.
And see, this is what I was saying about having some skills, being a little bit handy, makes this sort of thing. And you want to be in my video, Emmy? Here, look how happy that guy is.
Oh my God.
See? So,
Oh my God.
anyways, you can see what we got here. Boom, boom. And so, okay, so Emmy, understand one end of this will probably always stay, right? Okay, so thinking about when you close up, I've got another nut here.
Yeah.
So we'll put the nut on this end.
I think I got it. Okay.
So I worry about stuff pushing out and falling on somebody's head. Most of these people, they just stick them through and they don't worry about it. But, you know, so come closing time, I'm guessing you can just go ahead and push that up for me, please. Kind of take the weight off that. Go right here. Just push it up. Can't hold it. Okay. So there you go. And then you can close up and you can lock up, right? Right?
So beautiful.
All right. Awesome, man. Right to happy.
So beautiful.
Cool. You hear that? So, anyways, another day.
Oh my God, Tom, you're so creative.
He's impressed. I'm glad.
Oh my God.
Right on. So, anyhow, he makes awesome chicken lollipops, right? Can we talk about it?
And we are starting breakfast in the morning from 8 o'clock till 11 o'clock.
Nice.
That's going to be Bombay special.
Bombay. So, what's a Bombay breakfast?
It's
An
going to be
Indian breakfast?
Indian breakfast like scrambled eggs with special bread, which we have available in Bombay.
Oh, really?
But we baked it here.
Oh, wow. In here. Wow.
In here. And the special bread, which cannot
Duplicate so easy.
Yes.
Got to bake it fresh.
Yeah, it has to be a local taste to the bread and the shape of it,
Mm-hmm.
which Indians are lacking here.
Oh, okay.
So we are starting that tomorrow.
Nice.
Like we'll be doing eggs,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll do the goat ground meat,
Okay.
which is a special breakfast for.
Will you serve rice with that too?
No, just the bread.
Okay. Bread and eggs.
Onions on the side,
Uh-huh.
you know, and some green chilies on the side.
Oh, that sounds great. I'll be here for that.
Yes.
I like
that's
anything
that's
spicy.
starting tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you solved this problem, and I really can't believe it. And when I saw one rod in your hand, I thought, how will it hold it?
See how simple?
Your imagination, you know. Oh my
Yeah.
God! I really didn't think. I thought I need something here, something there.
Need another shock absorber.
And
No, that'll work.
Yes, and
Great.
You
All
saved
right.
me.
Awesome. See, being handy helps, and because you know what? Look,
you saved me with this too.
our success is
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
That's
not
what we-
complain about anybody though on the video.
I'm not complaining, but I'm saying. I'm sorry. Okay, forget it.
Okay. Anyways,
You solved
problem
my
solved.
That's it.
Regal, you owe me. So, anyways, can we look in here a little bit? Do you mind? Can we
Yeah,
see?
of course. Go
That's
ahead.
great. Is that a water heater you got there?
Yes,
That's nice.
New one.
So he just outfitted this trailer, just got it all inspected and approved. And this is a tiny trailer, but he can push out a ton of food here, which is pretty amazing to me.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's got his spices. Everybody keeps it simple. You know what? This is something I totally agree with, and that impressed me about Emmy when he first talked to me. And that was, he goes, they serve two things, right? He told me chicken and a vegetarian burger.
Yes.
Okay. And now you.
And the breakfast in the morning from tomorrow, which starts tomorrow, but not with the goat meat tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the eggs will start tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be Indian spice in it.
Right. Well, I love the chicken. He gave me a couple of his, calls them chicken lollipops. They basically take a drumstick and they cut the meat at the base and push it up. Am I
Yes.
correct? But he marinates this thing for like 16 hours, and it's amazingly delicious. And then do you pan fry it or how do you cook that? Is it oven?
No, it's shallow fried.
Shallow fried. So he shallow fries it, and it was really good. I asked for one, he brought me 4. I gave 2 away, and those people said they're coming back to buy more. So, so it worked out well.
Oh my
But,
God.
right on,
That's
man.
impressive. That's impressive, Tom. I really, it will be understatement.
Yeah, man, I appreciate everything. He's been a great
it's
guy.
not coming out.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, looks good. This is countertop. That was the other thing you need. And
This was interrupting my work.
yeah, you couldn't do it,
And
right?
that was interrupting my work.
But yeah, well, you look kind of close with that hanging down.
Tom, you did it.
Yeah,
I'm
great.
really, like, this is like unimaginable. Because I'm not into this, but you saw and you figured it out.
Sure.
And you came out of the way
Yeah, it's second nature for me. It'd be like if I asked you to cook something. I can't cook hardly anything, but
my
I'm sure
God.
you could whip out a lot of
Oh my
different
God,
food.
it's amazing.
So, right on. Well, hey, thanks, Emmy. I appreciate you taking
Thank you so
time.
much.
And like I say, our success is shared, right? He makes money, he pays rent, I make money, everybody wins. So, anyways, thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you. So please share, subscribe, etc. And you know, just get some skills. It'll pay off. It'll pay off. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I enjoy sharing it with you. So be sure to get the app. If you don't have it already, you can get it free on Android or pay $20 to get it in iOS. Do the best money you ever spent. It'll take you further along. You'll be able to share and catalog your properties, and it'll just make you a better, more organized investor. Thanks for watching.